Welcome to the Four Letter Nerd, everybody. We're starting off today's show with a bang.
The name's Gambit, mon ami. Remember it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I had to start us off with that because it's been a while, and that's been a thing for a while. But this is something that we needed all of us here to talk about because we're all very passionate about this show. So, without further ado, welcome to Four Letter Nerd, a Hyrule Geek X Unlimited show. And of course, you know I'm not alone to talk about this. You know this. And today, we have all four of our nerds that have letters in their names. And we're going to start off like we always do. He's always first. I don't know why we all introduce him first. I think it's because of the size of the cake. It just draws us in. We're like, he needs to be first. The cake is speaking to me. The cake says, Michael Bergie needs to be first.
Oh, dear God. What are y'all going to do when I lose this cake eventually? Like, I'm going to stop working out, man. I might lose a little bit of this cake here. What's going to happen?
Like Mix-a-Lot
Blasphemy.
Like Mix-a-Lot said, you can do side bends or sit-ups, but you
please
cannot
don't lose that
cake.
butt.
So
that's
your motivation. You may lose the other weight, but you cannot lose the cake.
Oh, don't worry. I probably will never lose that down there. I sit too much. So I'd like to lose a little bit on the midsection, just a little,
You know, it's okay. The wife told me the same thing. She saw me in my sweats the other day. She's like, you thinking all the right places. You better not lose any of that. And I was like, ma'am,
were they gray?
Not a piece of meat.
Were they gray? Of course they were gray.
Yes.
That's why. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She had that little bit of drool there.
Look, I had gray sweatpants before that became a thing. That's all I have because it was comfortable.
Hello,
was
13 minutes
and next
in.
thing I know,
there are other people here. Goddamn.
I think we should probably bring them all in.
I guess so.
Yeah.
He's gonna be last because he's being sassy. So let's bring in our glue, the one that holds us together somewhat, sometimes. And ladies and gentlemen, Lady Katarina.
I'd like to go home, please.
You are home. You're at home. You can't go home more.
She'd like an adult to help her. Adult.
We're all adults. We need an adult here. Adult is what we need.
An adultier adult.
That was
an adultier adult.
I have to say though, I think we all sang that part of Sir Mix-a-Lot when you said we're gonna lose your butt. And then, as always, I find myself asking, "How did we get here?"
I say the same thing every week.
All of our personalities, how they mesh and coalesce.
Yeah, that's true.
We're all of the same. Well, the three of us are the same generation, minus that young person. Yeah. And
that young
we're all going to go with this.
You might as well bring him in before he throws a temper tantrum. That
generation.
He's back there dancing. I can see him dancing. He ain't slick.
He's got a dance. He's got a dance party with his kid going on. That's why.
Listen, first of all, Berginald, all right? You lose the cake and the world will be against you, okay? It's like me going back to like losing the beard and locks. It doesn't, no.
Yo, I don't know if I'd like you without locks, man. I feel
like that's racism, but I'm gonna take it.
No, because it'd be like so weird to like see without that in the beard though.
More racism. I understand. Love you to death, though.
I think it'd be sexy. I think it'd be sexy.
Ladies and gentlemen, commenting on someone's appearance that has nothing to do with their race. It's not racism.
So anyway,
a bit of the ism.
Listen, I had to listen to 3 minutes about these guys talk about gray sweats and being sexualized. Let's
He's
move
just
on.
mad he wasn't involved.
Look,
he is.
Listen, live your best life. May the ladies in your life drool over you. Okay, or men. See, I said that, or whatever. But at the same time, or whatever, whomever. But 3 minutes of you and me, you guys overshare, okay? Y'all have a habit of oversharing, all right? And y'all are not writing smut. So I'm just saying.
This is what our fans want, though.
They're right.
This is what the fans want? Okay.
They want cake talk.
It's mud and cake.
I know
That's
it.
what they want.
I know at least one person that wants it.
Fusco.
Too funny.
Oh my goodness. It's great to be back. It's great to see y'all lovely faces. Reggie is at the helm today, so I'm super worried but super excited. Reggie, what's going on today?
Reggie looks frozen to me.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he was.
Sorry, I was looking down. I was trying to do
Wi-Fi
something.
is being crap. I apologize.
Reggie was full on frozen for a second.
Full on frozen.
I apologize.
You know, like in those movies where they take a picture of the hallway and then they clip it in front of the camera so that they can do what they need to do. That's basically what Reggie was a minute ago.
Facts.
They'll never know.
He's doing the kid play kick step to this.
I hate you.
Don't hate
Reggie, what's on the topic for today?
All right, so today we will be talking, as you saw in the intro, X-Men 97, because we couldn't do this priorly because there's somebody that we know that loves this show, and had he not been on the show to talk about it, may have had harsh words for the rest of us, and we didn't want that. And we wanted to be together to talk about the cultural phenomenon that has become X-Men 97.
Isn't there a show called Cake Boss where they yell at the kids or whatever, and or the people yelling, you know, the cooks or whatever? Excuse kids, the cooks or whatever. Yeah, that's what it would happen because this man, Virgie, was like, "Do not talk about that." The acolyte, just everything. Just wait for me. Just wait for me.
I don't think anybody wants to talk about the acolyte.
Oh,
I
damn.
will.
Well, we're gonna chat
will.
about that. Hold on. I just want to say something. I bought this, and I cannot wait to try it.
Okay, let's get
No.
I want to try the breakfast one.
I want to try it. It was a
No.
buck.
I want to try the breakfast one.
My
It was a
friend
buck. I had
did
to buy it.
The chocolate one. No.
Where did you buy it? Where did you find it?
Walmart.
Party people. What's up,
Walmart.
Reggie?
It was a buck.
People.
It was a buck.
All
I was
right,
like,
so
no, I
I'm
had to
gonna
buy
go
it.
because I have to go to Walmart to pick up the cases of water for the volunteers. I'm gonna look for the other ones because I want to try the breakfast one.
No, why? Why?
Do I bring it? Do I bring it to New Jersey and we do like
Reggie.
a little video taste test?
Yes.
All right, cool.
You
gotta get
sounded
hot
like
water.
Scuttle. You sounded like Scuttle when they were like singing "Kiss the Girl."
It's a lot better than the Aquafina version. So
Oh, she did what she could and what she had.
I threw shade. My bad.
It's okay. She's not gonna see
10
it.
minutes
She's not
into
gonna
it,
be on the
it's
show. It's okay.
When we don't get invited to the red carpet.
No, we won't.
How many
We're not
times
gonna be
how many
straw
times we've been right? We still ain't been invited. What the hell?
Rachel wants to know, what are we trying? Maybe you want to tell us what it is.
So it's cup noodles, campfire s'mores, ramen noodles in sauce. I know it's going to probably be disgusting, but I so want to try it.
Okay,
Just to
so
try it.
hear me out. You know how there was that whole phenomenon when Elf came out with the spaghetti with the maple syrup
Yep.
and all that other stuff
Oh.
and everything in there. I tried it,
Oh.
and it wasn't as bad
Man,
as
no, man.
I was expecting. Now, is it something that I would legitimately make to
What's up,
eat?
Sebastian?
No, but as like a fun thing, I was at a party and it was kind of elf themed and it had the thing there. It wasn't as bad as you thought. If you think it, it's just
Yeah, I have a feeling
Just
this one's going to be
puzzle.
pretty okay. Like, I think it's going to be like weird, but
I
it's
feel
going to
like-
have a funky flavor that we might like.
and that's
I
the
think
thing
I'm gonna
that
hear about
concerned
you
about
being
is
in the
how
hospital.
strong that flavor is. Like I want to taste it. Like I want to taste all of it.
I just want.
Well, Sebastian, I wouldn't go
Oh.
to the bathroom if you see me running that way at the convention. Don't go to that bathroom afterwards.
And don't go to his room in the loft for the bathroom.
Yeah, oof. We just found out some stuff at our hotel that we're staying in New Jersey. It's an open concept floor theme for the hotel rooms.
Cat
So it's
showed
like,
me.
here's the bed, here's the bathroom.
Do you wanna share the pictures that I sent
I
you?
can share the pictures. Yes,
I'm not gonna lie.
Because let me tell you,
Because
James.
it was. I don't. No,
having several moments over that.
we were.
I just want to answer some comments real quickly. Rachel goes, "Oh my God, we got our cups yesterday. Colbert tried it on a late show last night, and the faces he made were hilarious.
Oh,
Please
see,
send the pictures if you have some. We would love to see
Sold.
it." And
sold.
Raymond was like, "What's good, Bergie? What's
What's
up,
up?
baby? Take me out to dinner. You know, all that good stuff."
Bong bong.
Bing bong.
Bing bong. Forget your life. So this is the initial one.
Oh,
and it doesn't look so bad from just this.
See, that one makes me believe that the bathroom is to the right, so we're walking in that left side, and then you turn around the corner. That's that. At least you're hidden a little bit.
No, God,
hopefully.
no. Ooh, wrong way.
Oh, you're the wrong way, buddy.
Yeah, I went the wrong. So when you walk in the room, this is to your immediate right.
Yep.
Right here. No door. No door.
But there's a door to the crapper. Go
right.
figure.
And as you notice, there's a gap up here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a gap. Look at this gap. The bathroom is here. The beds are on this wall, and that's the gap. That's
you sure you guys didn't went to a college dorm?
The bathroom and the bedroom.
Oh, okay. Well, you guys went to a college dorm. You didn't go to a hotel. That's what you guys.
This is called the
Wait,
AWOC, which is a version of Marriott.
No.
Didn't I send you one more picture? You have to show the other picture.
You did. See that?
Right,
that's the bathroom right there. And then there's a mirror.
They even have a mirror.
So you can look in the bathroom. If you're in
the bed and you face that wall, you have a direct view into that bathroom. It is
wow, you guys are into some wild shit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's what I said. I said whoever designed this room is into some kinky shit.
Yeah. I'm just feeling bad. I'm just feeling bad for Yakko, who's my roommate.
Feel bad for me. Well, actually, feel bad for
Hold on. So Rachel,
feel bad for your daughter more.
Can you make the picture bigger? I believe there should be a maximized option. If not, we'll probably post it on the thing. Streamyard has come so far, but not far enough. Let's be real.
I can't. Well, because it's on Facebook, so I can't. I'd have to download it and then
I'm gonna make
all that and more, Sebastian. And you don't even have to pay a premium for that. There's no upcharge.
I don't know if it's gonna be a diss track or a crap track.
Or a discharge.
Shower is like a dressing room stall where it's got that frosted glass like right in the middle.
I don't care. I'm looking at it trying to see if I can put a blanket up between. I'm bringing like some pins.
Oh yeah, look at those calves down there. Yeah, show me them calves.
I'm going to also like I said, I have to go to Walmart. I think I might buy like a king size like top sheet or like a flat, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And see if
right
I
over
can
the
like
shower.
flip it and just at least to afford some kind of privacy, because
why is Bergie getting changed inside the shower? Because it's private.
Crazy to me that Sebastian they thought that this was a good idea.
Sebastian asked a legit question. Makes me wonder what the turn down service is like. So imagine if you weren't getting the good package. What's the okay package? You know, like Jesus.
Imagine if you forget to put the do not disturb sign on your door and housekeeping walks in.
Oh, they're gonna get a show.
Oh, I can promise you that's not going to be forgotten to be put up.
Oh man. All right. Well,
wild times we are living in.
Yes, I know. Enjoy your college dorm room. I look forward to hearing about all the things.
We're all gonna come back like Rocky.
Oh, we were having a blast talking about this in the ARE chat group. It was real fun.
Okay.
I'm sure
people who are sharing with people that they don't mind having an open bathroom with it find this hilarious.
I mean, Jess has already seen enough Eric, so you know.
You know what? I almost feel like we need to invite Nibs for this one show.
No.
Get a blackout curtain. Yeah, I mean
that's a good idea, right?
That's a good idea. If we could find some sound dampeners, sure. Because you know the toilet boy be snitching on you. But anyway,
right? Anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, first up, we're gonna talk about X-Men '97 and how awesome it is, because this is one thing we all feel the same way about Mayhem.
Yes. Okay. So I guess I'm first. So I'm not gonna go too hard as we have Bergie and Kat who are gonna give their expertise.
Go for yours.
You know, I definitely all the time, baby, all the time. You know,
bring it.
Give me 5 on the right hand side. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, it's an amazing piece of art. Honestly, there are two things I want to point out. Number one, the show was so successful that they're like we've greenlit Spider-Man. The continuation of Spider-Man. And I'm not gonna hold you. I'm gonna say this every time. What the hell happened to Mary Jane? I never saw that last episode. Fox 5, you lied to me.
That's
you
just
lied
it.
to me.
Okay? You don't know what. Actually, if you watch X-Men '97, you know he saved her. Because at the end, when Magneto's fucking everything up, you see Peter, Mary Jane, and Flash.
Oh, by the way, spoilers alert. Yeah. So
it's been 2 months. They're ready.
Allegedly, you'd be surprised. So yeah,
let's hope.
I know we live in a society where we give participation trophies, so you know that part.
All right, I'm sorry. Wait. Hold up. I'm sorry.
What's your
So
name?
anyway, I started Black. Oh, hey, we're back. Sorry. Yeah.
So then they greenlit it, and the second thing is the writer. Oh my god, I forgot his name. The writer for both seasons. They're thinking about bringing him back. Now, apparently, he was a terror to work with.
Yes.
There's a lot of rumors to go on. I don't know what's true. I just know that he's black, and I was like, I'm rooting for everybody black. But
Matthew
he did such
Chauncey. I'm sorry, Bo DeMayo. So
he did such a great job that they're like fighting to get him back, you know, or they're thinking about getting him back at the very least. We don't know exactly what happens. He may be there, he may be credited, but they don't fully announce it. Actually, it's an amazing. Go ahead.
According to The Wrap, 20 hours ago, Matthew Chauncey is who's replacing Bo DeMayo for season 3.
I don't know if I trust The Wrap, but thank you for the heads up.
Season 3. We haven't even finished season 2 yet. All right, that's good. I like that.
Bo wrote season 2, yeah, ahead of time. Real quick, it's an amazing piece of art because it reintroduces what we loved about X-Men, the flashy colors, the awesome music, the grit, the action, and then it's like also, by the way, we modernized it so that way we give it a good story, which honestly, the previous X-Men has always had a pretty good story. The only
except for season 5.
Okay, fair enough. You know, every now and again you can't be perfect, you know, all the time. And I think that's debatable, but we'll come back to that. What I will say is the pace of storytelling has changed dramatically. Whereas previous Fox 5 X-Men would have been like part 1, 2, and 3, maybe part 1 and 2. This one's like one and done. Next, you know, you got the beginning, the middle, the end. Next, but it's done in such a great way. And honestly, it has been a great success. If you haven't had a chance, definitely watch it. You know, I got the hood release link, or you could just do
Disney Plus for whatever you.
I'm just saying, some people don't want to pay the 15 hood release. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, but no, that's my take on it. My favorite character obviously has always been Nightcrawler. I cannot tell you how ecstatic I was in X-Men 2 in the beginning scene. As with all superheroes, whenever they go bad, they're badass. But then as soon as they're good, it's like, oh my God, I don't even know how to do this. Let me throw a punch. Yeah. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? So I was happy he got his comeuppance. People know Age of Apocalypse, Nightcrawler killed Deadpool. So I was happy, the clone of Deadpool. So I was happy. But then we got that scene. To see how it's like to teleport with him and Wolverine, which is like the classic combo. What? 2 piece and a biscuit. Give me that. Anyway, thank you very much. I rest my case. And a biscuit.
And a biscuit. Cat. So,
Virgie, go ahead and follow that up because I know you're going to go a little bit more in depth.
I don't know if I can follow that up after that. That was just a little.
I don't know.
You don't
do me like that.
He went 2 peas and a biscuit. I think he went, you know, like
2 piece and a biscuit, Virgie.
Oh, 2 piece and a biscuit. I thought you said 2 peas.
You black from the waist down, sir.
Sorry,
that's
man.
2 drumsticks and breast. Okay.
All right. So Popeye's chicken, got it. But it can't be that dry though. That's got to be good buttered biscuit.
That's why they give us jelly, baby.
Speaking of jelly, all right. So I mean, anybody who's an X-Men fan and everything like that. I mean, we originally remember. No, that's not happening. Goulart. Thank God he's not coming. Mm-hmm. The original X-Men cartoon series, when we first watched it way back in the day when we were kids and stuff like that. And now to get that back now as an adult, when we all first saw it, we're like, oh God, please don't butcher this. Like we were worried up until they showed that first trailer. How many of us were kind of like, we'll riot if it's not right. Like they were willing to riot. The first trailer dropped and we all like, okay, I'm on board.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, and just to be able to see everything that they've done with the cartoon series, the storylines that they've told, exactly like Sebastian was saying, where they've done like little mini stories on top of the overall arcing story, with Storm losing her power, getting it back with Forge, and that storyline. I thought that was fantastic with that. That was just amazing. We had the Goblin Queen. I wish we could have had a little bit more with that storyline, but I get it. They had to do it short and, you know, sweet, but it also overall added to the overall arc of the series, which I think was fantastic. I'm sorry, you're murking my boy though. That just, That hurt. That hurt big time.
Listen. Let's be real with you. All right.
I had a little dust in my eye in the beginning of the show. I'm just saying. Thanks, Reggie.
I think when it comes to this type of storytelling, it's engaging. We don't necessarily know how things go, and that really works with us in Marvel. You guys remember a little thing called WandaVision, where we all thought we knew exactly where it's going, and it said
Mephisto.
We had no clue.
No clue.
No idea. So it really works. But the best thing that they've taken from WandaVision and other successful creations, whether it's TV shows or movies, is that they're also sticking to the lore. And we love great stories that stick to the lore that came before it. Disney, bring back the freaking Jedi Knights, but let's not talk about that. But seriously, like you can add a little spin to it, but keep to the same classic stories and you bring it to animation. Last thing I'll say, because I'm letting Bergie talk, is the animation of how these fights went. Like,
dude,
Cyclops in the beginning.
Fight?
Thank you. Who did that? How about when he first landed? It makes sense. But okay. Go ahead, Bergie. I'm sorry.
I know, and like I didn't even think of that. Like I had to even come up with that in the beginning. Like when he landed and he did that, the optic blast landing, he goes,
Facts.
To me, my X-Men. I was like, mofo. He just went. He dropped it like on everybody. I was like, shit. That was impressive because we all view him as like, oh God, he's got the guy with the optic laser, blah, blah, you know, like that decent fighter usually ge's his ass kicked. You know, Gene's got to help him out. And he dropped that. I was like, nope. They said, nah, no more. He's going to be a little OP'd in this one. And he was, you know, for that. I saw a little issue with them in outer space on the Genosha Island and Mutant Island, whatever it was. They were a little bit out of space fighting. I was like, didn't think physics worked up there like that, but okay, you know, we'll get past it.
It's Asteroid M. It's got different physics than the rest of the world.
Obviously. But I mean, I absolutely loved it, what they did with everything, and the way that Sebastian came in with the Sentinels from the future with that. I just thought they did a phenomenal job. And the little Easter eggs at the end of the episode where they showed everybody broke off into each individual things.
Yeah.
And we still don't know where I think Wolverine is. I say he's Savage Land. That's my guess. I'm thinking Savage Land. I think they're going to bring him in. Sauron for the next season, stuff like that. Obviously, we got Apocalypse back in the day.
Right.
So I'm like, Ivan Ooze style Apocalypse. Hopefully they'll improve on it.
This time.
He doesn't look like it. And I know what Sebastian was saying, where he's going to be the Four Horsemen. Like we're going to see that. I think we're going to see him. I think it's Wolverine's going to be one. I have a feeling we're going to get.
Because Wolverine and Gambit were both death.
Well, okay.
Depends on how they change it up a little bit. You know, I mean.
Dead.
We'll see what they do, but I love the direction what they're doing, and because of this, we did get Spider-Man greenlit, and we're going to get that style of that cartoon series coming forward. I'm excited for this, man. We're finally getting some decent TV on Disney Plus.
Yes,
that
him
even
and
for
Gambit.
Adults.
Him and Gambit were horsemen. He was War, and I forgot what Gambit was. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Thank you very much.
I think it's going to be great, and I see Sebastian saying Rogue with Cap America. Love that version. Maybe we could get some more Avengers stuff back in that style where we didn't get a lot of it. And some of the storylines back then were kind of weak. Maybe if they do new ones and they started off of this, based off of this, bring in Red Skull, go in Baron Zemo, do more what you couldn't do with the movies. I think this is an opportunity for Disney to make some serious money because the last few phases here haven't done well. So this is a way to get the fans back. And if you can give a good storyline, I'm all for it. All for it.
Word. Lady Katarina, your thoughts?
Why are you calling me Lady Katarina today? I'll take it. I want to make that very clear. You know, there isn't much that I can add that everyone else hasn't already spoken on. One thing I do have to say is one of my biggest, and I air quote this, gripes with a lot of the X-Men thing, and I find this true of a lot of like DC and Marvel too. They pick one character and they just become over preoccupied with that one character. And for me, even in the original X-Men animated series and then the subsequent X-Men films, very Wolverine heavy, very Wolverine heavy. And I have no shade towards Wolverine, but what I really loved about X-Men 97 is that everyone, and I do mean everyone, got their shot. Like it was the way that they were able to like evenly distribute the story, so everybody got a really like meaty arc and not just like leftovers. Everyone had their story. And then we had this overarching theme and everything that happened with Genosha.
Yep, Genosha.
I was right there.
At least that's how I always pronounce it in my head. Genosha.
Well, they say it several times on the show too, so I should have that unlocked, but I don't, because once I've watched something, I immediately forget 80% of it. But I really think that this was
it's the and Zaddy for me.
Yes,
we all know exactly what he's
got
talking
an
about.
arc, and it wasn't terrible. And I'm not a big Jubilee fan.
I love that arc with the video game. I thought that was so cool.
I liked it because it fits Jubilee's character.
Yes.
That Jubilee,
I feel like everything was very true to who we wanted them to be. And even the voice acting itself was very rooted in realism. You don't have these like, you know, especially this pitfalls when we try to go back and watch the shows that we watched as kids, like He-Man or anything. And the voices are just really, really overdone. To have everyone be who you expect them to sound like, right? Gambit sounds like what you expect Gambit. Rogue, Sue, Jean, same thing. And Storm, but it's not done in a cartoony way. It feels very real, and it helps you get invested in the very real things that are happening in the story. Yes, they are mutants. Yes, there are superpowers and wars and things beyond anything that we'll ever see. But at the same time, every one of them was going through something relatable. A relationship with someone that doesn't want to out themselves to their family. So it was like hidden. Dealing with the loss of a big part of you. For Storm, it was literally her powers. But for anyone that's gone through like cancer or maybe like an amputee or like in my case having a hysterectomy, you lose a part of you that is kind of comprised a lot of what you are. It's difficult to kind of process it and find out who you are without it, or find your way back to that thing again. So I just was super impressed. And I was also really surprised to find out that it's one of the lowest rated, but like lowest watched ratings that way, not rated as in scored. Of the Marvel shows. Like I was very, very surprised to hear that. Like the Nielsen ratings for it were one of the worst for
Was
Marvel.
it broken the day they did that?
I think so.
You know what? I'm okay with that, because certain things, remember, what doesn't pop off in the beginning happens later on down the line. And I know Black Twitter still to this day was using memes from X-Men. So it's very popular. And what if you don't know what Black Twitter is, think Twitter, but black people and our jokes. Okay? If you still don't know it, it's fine. We'll take you through it. You'll be all right.
Go to Reddit, look it up.
So it's a hell of a cookout in there, right?
It's a hell of a cookout.
I didn't get that invite.
Let me tell you how Black Twitter cooks, especially when it comes to the geeks, right? So y'all remember the CEO of Arizona Iced Tea? You remember how he had an interview talking about why he kept his cans for 99 cents for as long as he did. And he said, you know, he's kind of like giving back. He's looking out for people. They put the words, the Arizona CEO and us people with Cyclops giving a pound or a 5 to Ryu. And normally the white version of that is them shaking hands, right? But when you like this and you out here giving that swag, like my ninja, my mutant, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here. That's how Black Twitter cooks.
Is that you, my ninja? I know you ain't out here.
Is that? And obviously, you don't call them.
No, those memes are hot.
You're cool with them. So that's how Black Twitter cooks. And maybe next time we'll talk about it. But it's definitely something you want to watch. Go ahead, Kat. I'm sorry.
No. I'm good. The only other thing that I can think of to say is that you know, all of us that were watching X-Men 97 are, I shouldn't say all of us, the majority of us are people that watched X-Men as kids.
Oh yeah.
And either read the comic books or just watched the animated series or just watched live action films, and all of that is fine. There are a lot of stories that we don't know, but for the most part, we kind of know where the story goes in an overarching way. So we know kind of where it's headed because we've seen it before, but the way that they're doing it feels still fresh. Like it's not following it exactly, but it's staying close enough to the events of things, because it basically picks up with Professor Xavier after his defeat at the end of the X-Men series, and then we're picking up it's almost like the sixth season instead of a reboot or something like that. And so like we know it's a continuation of a story, and we kind of know where the story is headed, but we're still invested because they're doing it so well. The writing on this is so good. I can't wait to see what they pop up with it yet. And I'm really looking forward to Spider-Man. And I'm not even going to lie to you, I wasn't the hugest fan of the Spider-Man show personally.
It's all good. You're on now.
It's all good.
That's right. It's brought you in.
I mean, we got Fabio over here as Magneto with that outfit and that hair. Long locks. He made gray hair. He made gray long hair look sexy on a man. I
have to say the hair choices on this for Magneto really had me almost that in his build. And I know that it is accurate to how Magneto is drawn in some things. But that was 100% BDSM Fabio Magneto.
I'll tell you it was.
Listen. Everybody
gotta bring something for the grannies here,
Very few people on that team, and I can't even think of them, aren't ripped. So you know what I'm saying? You saw Magneto take off his cape, and it's just like, ooh, all right, brother. Let me know your name first. All right.
And Rogue was in the corner like,
I just got here, bro. Like, what's going on? Like this. Reggie, give us your response because I wanted to ask a question for everybody.
Okay, so for me, I enjoyed the single episode stories, the multiple episode stories, but the overall arcing story for me was Magneto, his redemption, and then his fall back to being Magneto. Because he came in there like, look, my best friend who I didn't agree with gave me this thing he cared so much about. And I know how he felt. I don't want to ruin it. Let me work on it and see if I can make what he wanted work for everybody. And then the UN happened and he was like, fuck all y'all. Y'all ain't shit. Fuck you. Come here. Let's
he held a grudge for 40 years. He was good for 5 episodes.
Exactly. I'm sorry.
Right?
They shot his homegirl in the back, and he's like, no, you're all coming with me. Look, that's the planet we live on. Yes, calm down. We're in the stratosphere. Shut up. Okay. Look, we all live down there. Charles said y'all could be good. I want to believe him. Show me that you can be what Charles wants you to be. They tried and then they failed really hard.
So that kind of leads into my question. With the other series, what was your one moment or one story arcing moment that was like, wow, this is amazing, but also what in the entire my daughter's kind of close, so I can't curse.
When he pulled the UN up into space, like, y'all ain't shit. Look how small it is down there. We all live there. Get over yourself. We can live together. He's like, I'm gonna try Charles's way, but I'm gonna be a little violent about it. Let's try Charles.
That's not Charles' way, but I understand. Also, Black Twitter, Charles is spelled CHAW. Charles.
On Charles.
On Charles, baby. Go ahead.
Is that like coral? Like coral.
Yes.
Yes.
Charles. All right.
Yes. Virgie, what was your one moment throughout the series that kind of like took you by surprise at the very least? On Charles. Fair enough.
I mean, the fact that they killed off an X-Man, like that caught me. Like I didn't expect that. Like, I mean, yeah, you might kill off a no-name character or somebody that was like, oh, he showed up like the red outfit from like Star Trek. You knew when that came on, oh, you're the dead guy on this mission. Like, you knew that. Like, but when you went out, the way Gambit went out, though, bro, he went out, oh, God,
like
magnifique. He knew it. He went out, he's like, they're going to build statues. They're going to talk about me for years. Like, that's how he went out. He was the GOAT like that. But that caught me. And I was like, when that ended, I was like, and she's like, I can't feel you. I was like, I'm sorry. There's dust in my house. Like, I was like, what the hell? And you knew that was the whole thing all over social media was like that, was everywhere. But that episode, before that happened, what caught me, and I know that's like what everyone thought of, and that was like the main thing in the episode, but what caught me before that was when the Sentinel hit where Magneto was, and where he hit that, and then he sat there, goes, no Omega level mutants detected. I was like, did he just kill Magneto? But then I figured maybe it was Leech, because Leech might have blocked his power, which affected that where the Sentinel, there's nothing here, and he moved on. But obviously he got captured. We find out later on. But I was like, they just killed Magneto. Like, and then you follow up with actually killing, Gambit. Like, that hurt. That to me was like, wow. What was that, episode 5, I think?
Episode 5.
That changed the way I thought the whole series was going to go after that. And I was like,
we had one regular episode, and that was it. It was every day. Every day I got to fight.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But that to me was the one that I that episode right there, that whole arc that caught me.
Cat.
Well, I'm gonna answer your question in 2 ways. I apologize. First, to speak on Remy LeBeau, I did not react the way a lot of people did because I think my instincts to be like, he's gonna be back in the next episode.
Yeah, we all were hoping.
It was like giving very much, when is it Infinity War, the second to last one?
Yes.
Yeah.
So when everybody got dusted, right? And people were losing their mind in the theaters, and as they were walking out, they were bereft. And yes, I did cry because it is an emotional scene, but I was like, there's a part 2. And Marvel doesn't kill off they're all coming back, right? Like, yes, the scene was emotional, I get it, but why are y'all?
It was
definitely bringing it back.
It was Tom Holland. It was definitely that.
We knew they were coming back. We knew that
they were going to though. You don't know if he was coming back. We did because they had already announced that they was going to have standalone movies. Like we knew. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but that's how I felt watching Remy LeBeau because I was like, he's gonna be back next episode. It's fine. But when the show, like the next episode, and he was still dead, then I was like, absolutely not. And again, knowing about the 4 horsemen and how he comes back in death and how this is comic accurate for specific storylines. I get it. But at the same time, I was like, this series, like, they're not going to kill off Remy LeBeau. Why would they kill off Remy LeBeau? They can't kill off Gambit.
Yeah.
So that was, yes, a WTF moment for me. But since Bridget already talked about that, I just wanted to say that because I really had denial for like an episode and a half before it, like,
a whole week.
So, like, I went through the 5 stages of grief before I got to acceptance.
Facts.
But for me, and again, it's all about the comic book accuracy. And I love that for everyone that appreciates that. But you could not tell me that Professor Charles Xavier looked at Lilandra with that fucking thing and was like, that's the one for me. You cannot tell me that. You cannot.
Man, tell me that in Shi'ar culture, that is the hottest hairstyle for women. Notice her and her sister have it.
I'm gonna wait till it's my
turn. Like there's always that whole shipping of Professor X and Magneto. That's basically female Magneto with the same damn fucking.
Yo.
But don't you expect when she took that helmet off her head was like that shape? That's what I wanted, even as a kid when I read the comics.
Tell me that our Lord Charles Xavier, our Lord and Savior,
our Lord and Savior.
So that I'm going to pick that, lighten it up a little bit because that was very much the same thing. Like I really appreciated when Storm went through her metamorphosis and we got the traditional like long hair, not the mohawk.
I don't know how she was able to grow the hair that quick.
Hey, we're not going to question it.
I know.
We don't know what kind of vitamins are in
be
there.
Like she was wearing a wig and I was like, okay.
She stopped off for some extensions. I don't know. We don't judge.
We don't judge. But we are judging Lilandra because
oh yeah.
What the hell was that?
What are they called? Babylon 5. The hairstyle that they had when they had the ridges in their. Oh, that's what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I took it to Babylon 5.
It also reminds me of Joan Rivers in Spaceballs. Dot.
The dot matrix.
Dot matrix. Okay, I love
that she was that.
Mm-hmm. I see you on that.
So
and now, ladies and gentlemen, for what we were going to do 3 topics, but we're running a little short on time.
I didn't get to say my part. God damn it!
Oh, it's not important.
Okay, all right.
What was your best part, Mayhem?
I like when we found out how much of
Oh, yeah. Mayhem, what did you do?
So anyway, I like how a fuckboy, how much of a fuckboy Charles was, because he went literally left the X-Men. Now you know I'm gonna bring you in. He literally left and went to the galaxy to go see a girl and just left everybody behind. Listen,
That's a
Not
long
just
distance.
any girl,
That's a long
that
distance
girl.
booty call.
listen.
That
Y'all
was
forget.
the empress of an empire in space.
They
Could
were
afford a better
literally
haircut.
having mind sex from Galaxy Aways. He could have waited. Is all I'm saying. They used to talk via telepathy. Y'all forget, but he was a hun. He was a fuckboy. Is all I'm gonna say. But go ahead, go ahead, Reggie.
Once upon a time, not long ago, he
Hey,
was a hoe.
Steve.
What's up, Stevie?
All right, so the next topic, I'm actually being like Cat in this one. I'm waiting for all episodes to drop. Then I'm going to binge it. So I will have a little bit to say in this, but not a whole lot. But that's okay, because
So we're not
most
allowed
of
to
you
talk about
watched
it.
Yeah, I'm confused myself.
Damn. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen,
He did.
the Acolyte.
I'm just saying, Sebastian, if that was a print that was at Comic-Con, I think people would buy it.
Oh, shit.
I did it for the.
Tell
Nookie.
me, right? I did it for the Nookie, and it's Charles.
Wait, and then he was also able to stand too. So you know
What?
what
That
I'm
was
saying?
exosuit.
I know, but the exosuit during sexy time. I'm just saying, a little more power.
Oh, look, it's the best scenes from the entire TV show.
Damn.
I
Okay.
said what I said. All right, I'm gonna
you're
take
not
the
feeling-
line from Cat.
You're
I
not
said what I
feeling the
said.
Acolyte? What's going on, baby?
Like,
Okay.
bruh, I've seen how people feel about it online. I've not watched it, so I don't know why they feel that way. But once everything drops, I will watch it. To see.
You can finish in like 2 hours. Don't worry.
The most complaints that I've seen about this, excluding Bergie, because I'm going to let him say his thing, because he has other issues. But a lot of people that I've seen complaining, at least on like my feed and like on Reddit and stuff, are, you know, they say that they're tired of, no, I shouldn't say that. They want Star Wars, but then they hate every Star Wars that comes out because it's not the original Star Wars.
Right.
And maybe this isn't for you then. Maybe just continue to watch the originals and enjoy that for what it is. I, for one, enjoyed The Acolyte. Is it the best thing I've ever seen? Is it the best thing that they've put out? No. But I'm engaged in this story. I think the fight scenes are amazing. I love the effects and the practical effects. Both, both the CGI and the thing. The fight scenes alone. And how brutal they kind of are, like
Yes.
unexpected for
Yes.
Disney Plus. And I love that. I'm engaged in the story. I'm glad that it doesn't center around children.
Right?
A lot of fan bases are toxic.
Well, technically,
Now,
it
are
still
there
is around-
legit criticisms?
Yeah, she's like a teen.
Absolutely, there are legit. I have legit criticisms with the show. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but am I here for it? I've always wanted to see more Star Wars. I want to see more of the world, and in a vast universe that is limitless as far as we know, to have several stories that kind of mirror each other happening at like wide corners of the universe. Like, it can happen, and it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to have a large effect on each other's stories. I think we can have these branches that kind of stand alone and enjoy them for what they are. But my biggest surprise and amazement here is, if you've ever seen The Bad Place, the TV show The Bad Place, I think it's called The Bad Place.
Yeah.
Sure.
With the girl from anyway, The Good Place.
The Good
The
Place.
Good Place. I said they're in the bad place, but it's a good place. If you've ever seen The
With
Good Place,
Ted Danson and stuff like that, right?
yes,
Yeah.
the boy that plays Manny is in this show, and even though I knew that, I didn't know that because he's so good. Like, I completely was like, oh crap, that's him. Like, so I'm here for it. I hope, and I've watched all the episodes that are out. Be proud of me, guys, because usually I'm the one that holds out.
That's fair.
But I love it. And people need to kind of let go.
Can I
Let go of the original series, let go of those characters, and just appreciate that we're getting more of a universe that we've only seen pieces of. We don't know everything.
Or read in a book and had to imagine it.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I feel you on that, because even though Disney did the dumb thing and got rid of the extended universe, which That's
point,
a whole
Steve.
show on its own. I got 20 minutes on that by itself. Even though they got rid of that, the fact that they're showing the Old Republic, I like that idea, but also it's like that's not what I read in the books about the Old Republic.
Yep.
And that's the other thing of like, we know that they didn't take the books. Those books are no longer canon. They're building a new lore.
You can't even buy them off Amazon anymore.
Oh, really? I thought you could still get them on like Audible and stuff. No?
You could probably get them on Audible, but they're slowly trying to they're buying them up, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, go ahead, Kat. I'm sorry.
And those books, I never read them, so I can't speak on them. And I'm only familiar with the lore that I got from like Wikipedia and stuff because I never read the books. So like I'm not as invested in that. But it's one of those things like anyone who's read a book and then watched the movie, you have to disconnect because otherwise all you're going to see are the flaws. And there's so much to enjoy in this show that I wish people weren't so focused on the things that they're focused on.
So I want to go real quick before Burgie, just to offer a criticism. First of all, I'm leaving this comment up.
Am I like the evil guy at the end? Like I'm Stephen A. Smith that hates everything?
No.
No, that's what I said. Like,
we know how passionate you are.
Oh yeah.
So
I got some good and bad on this, I will say.
So Sebastian goes, I think the reason they got rid of the old books was to have more freedom. I disagree with that. I think they wanted to do their own thing. I think they could have used the books and still had more freedom. As the old books, as someone who's read maybe about 55% of them, because I used to work at Walder Books, don't ask. I used to get a
Mayhem's Hood release. Oh, I work here. Let me read this.
lunch break.
$3.99. Anyway, I'll get it up. So what happens is I used to get the books and I used to read them. And what they good with, even if you didn't like the story, they were good building blocks. They were great. So it's like you don't like the house, but you know that it's sturdy. And right now, Disney, at least whoever's in charge of writing and building the universe, they don't know how to cut a head to make a haircut. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to condense the story while still explaining the main parts and make it still entertaining. I like the Acolyte so far. I haven't finished. I got like 1 or 2 more episodes left, but so far I like it. And the character, antagonist, protagonist, totally different, right? So none of the Skywalkers, although technically Sith, but Sith adjacent, if you will. That's like me saying I'm not toxic, I'm toxic adjacent. The politics is still there.
Lie.
The politics are still there. New worlds. Some of the fight scenes are amazing. Like the beginning. What's her name? Is it Michelle Chen? Is that my thinking? Michelle Yeoh. Michelle Yeoh. Excuse me. I apologize. Michelle Yeoh should have been. They should have given us more of her as a Jedi, because she was
Carrie-Anne Moss.
Carrie-Anne Moss.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. I was thinking somebody
Michelle
else.
Michelle Yeoh, Asian Carrie-Anne Moss.
Yes. So then,
I don't remember
The Matrix versus Crouching Tiger.
Yes, I was like, did he just get Crouching Tiger and Matrix?
Yes,
I mean, I get
I
it.
just went with what he was saying. I'm like, is he trying to say Michelle Yeoh? Because every time he says her name, he cannot get it right.
He never does.
I can't. I apologize. That's why we're never going to get invited. It's because of this.
So Trinity.
Yeah, so Trinity from The Matrix. I'm sorry, Carrie-Anne Moss. And the funny thing is, I posted it in the group too, and I said, "Oh my god." Anyway, she was amazing, and I think we needed more of her. Now, maybe she costs too much, but I think if we could get some more of her and we could build some, that would be dope. But like, they killed her off, which is fine because it goes with the story, and then everything else doesn't feel as impactful or as important as it needs to. Don't get me wrong. It was still like, oh snap, is this person who I think it is? She must have been really powerful. That girl must be really powerful to have killed that Jedi Master. That's another thing too. If I could be so bold to say one thing. Nobody knows how to Jedi Force heal. Y'all are all masters, but nobody knows how to heal. And then on top of that, y'all are all getting murked.
Heal,
that's
150 years in the future. Writing, and then whether or not they know it.
And then they're all getting like, they're all getting murked by somebody who hasn't completed the training. It's just like,
now
does it really matter to be a master?
Try not to do spoilery things because Reggie hasn't seen, but that one person that got murked in a different way than the others.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what happened for them to look the way that they did and for them to act the way that they did upon her going to them.
You do own the collector's items 100%. I'm answering.
Reggie, I sent you some pictures just to show what I mean about Manny Jacinto's transformation from the Good Place to the Acolyte.
Yeah, wrong images.
No, to Carrie. I got you.
He went from this. Go to the next one, please. This is from The Good Place. If you've never seen it, it's hilarious and one of the best shows ever. This is also from a scene from The Good Place. This guy is that guy.
Holy crap!
Is that guy? That's the same guy.
Wait,
right.
but
hold up,
without spoiling
going
it.
From that to that, you know, there's some women out there going, "Damn, that's a globe." I could change him though. I can change him. You know, there's women out there going, "He's a bad boy." I can change him.
I can
and then
save
the last
him.
one, please.
Yep.
I just want to. Yes.
Same guy.
I
That's
just
all
want
the
to
same
say.
guy.
I was trying to avoid
Still
this.
Fighting.
I just want to say, listen, the reveal and the acting reveal was amazing. I saw that part. The reveal for that was amazing. The way he was able to do both personalities.
Yeah. I mean, I clocked it because it's a pretty standard formula, but at the same time, it was still satisfying.
The crazy thing is, I didn't clock it. I thought there was another. I'll say it like that because I'm not trying to spoil it for Reggie. I thought there was another. I didn't clock it. So when it was revealed that it was, and then it is, and I was just like, what? But also his biceps though.
That was
and
satisfying.
Then once again, what the hell are these Jedi Masters even doing? Because y'all are just getting thrown around. I'm just saying.
That's how it was in the Old Republic.
Too is like the Jedi's have these rules, right? Rules of engagement, these moral codes, which prevent them, I think, from reaching the potential that Sith do, which is why Sith burn out so quickly because they don't try to rein anything in. They like.
I think it's still hit
that's
a gym every once in a while.
That's true of every like superhero villain thing. The superhero always holds back because they're not trying to kill. They're trying to subdue, or they're trying to like capture, or even make them change their ways.
Or if you're Batman trying to
where the villain is just like kill everything.
But if you remember playing Knights of the Old Republic, that's how it was. The Jedi were just like, hey, we know you've done some wrong things, but come over to our side. We'll help you out, work through your trauma, and we can all be Jedis. And the Sith literally had a school that said, are they in your way? Kill them. Are you stronger than them? Kill them.
Also,
get the ultimate power.
Also, when you reach the last test and you realize how strong you are, kill your master. Don't worry about it.
Exactly.
And I also love to see these things leading up to Order 66 because you get to see just how flawed the Jedi actually were, and just how like so secure they were in what they thought they knew. Like that they thought they were right and that they were perfect and that everything had to be done their way, that you start to see them for the actual villains that they were.
Fair enough.
You mean the way Ahsoka saw them?
Right. And then it shows why they were able to be overthrown at that point, because
I hate you, Sebastian.
They never even thought that it would get to that point. They were so full of themselves. And that, I think, is the fatal flaw of the Jedi.
I think he meant to put here's a cookie, but hero's a cookie is amazing. And it said, give me your damn cookie.
Again, artwork.
The Sith aren't even waiting for the cookie. They're just taking the raw cookie dough.
So, Bergie, please go because we do have to wrap up. I see my man yelling at me.
I'll try to keep this under 2 hours. So for me, I'm a diehard Star Wars fan. Everyone knows this. I might not be the most knowledgeable on all the details of everything, stuff like, but I have a very vast knowledge of Star Wars. And when I got a little nervous for the Acolyte was when Kathleen Kennedy, 5 days before the show came out, and started sitting there talking about how toxic the universe is and the fandom. So I literally, when I saw that, I went, oh, the show's going to be shit. You literally know it because everything Kathleen Kennedy, if she talks about it before the show gets released, it's going to be trash. And the first episode, all right, cool storyline. You know, you got Carrie Ann Moss in there, the way she's fighting, she's saving the guy in the thing, the way it all went down. They changed up so much of lore from what we know and from what is in the future. If you watch this and stuff like that, they explain some other stuff. And I think it's been some lazy writing. One of the Jedi is where he doesn't have a shirt on and he's sitting there and he's in like a spaceship and one of the Jedi walks by. I'm like, what do you put a shirt on? Like, let's go. Like that dude the worst acting in the world. You could have put a cardboard cutout there. I think it would have done the same amount for acting. And I think his Jedi skills are about the same when it came to a lightsaber. Now,
he was still a Padawan, wasn't he?
No, he was a Jedi. He was a Jedi. He was a just achieved Jedi Knight status. So not that good. But the girl that plays Wolverine's daughter in Logan, she's in this. Daphne Keane. She's in it. I didn't recognize her at first. It took me a minute. I had to look her up. I was like, oh crap, that's her. Fantastic.
The makeup was fantastic.
Fantastic. Yeah. Like they did a great job. Now, the Night Sisters that they've hinted at in this, garbage, the storyline. They could have done so much better. And you find like the last episode, I just watched episode 7, they touch more upon it and what they did to this planet and whatnot. I think there's, again, like Deadpool said in Deadpool 2, lazy writing. There's been some storylines that just have not been good. Now, to say that the Jedi fight scenes against the Sith character, absolutely fantastic. Like that dude, he murked like 8 of them. Like it was, sorry. That was like you playing basketball against about 6-year-olds and you're on like a 5-foot rim. You're going to destroy him. That was unfair to them. Like they were unmatched against this guy, like at all. The brutality and the way they did it. I liked the helmet. At first I was kind of like, what the hell's going on with the helmet as to what he was doing. Then I remembered some stuff and I had to look it up to make sure I was right. You get some more storylines and lore in it. I don't want to ruin it for you, Reg, but there's some stuff in it that you learn about that. Because I always thought Beskar armor was more powerful. Oh, no. This makes Beskar armor look like it's just body armor. That's like about it. Yeah, like Stormtrooper armor. They did a great job with that in the storyline. I thought the helmet was definitely cool. The 2 sisters, as kids, I thought they were whiny little brats. I did not like them in the storylines that they did. And the way they did the Jedis, I was thrilled that we got a Wookiee for once. And the last episode, you really see the Wookiee shine. And now you know why Han Solo says to him, have you ever seen him let the Wookiee win? You learn why you let the Wookiee win. So great things. I just think they changed some storylines, some lore from the background from that to what we know with Anakin Skywalker and going forward. It looks like they retcon some stuff. Now, it does. It looks like they retcon some stuff. You'll catch it. When you catch up on all the episodes, we'll talk and we'll see if you get the same vibe I did. The Kylo Ren, Knights of the Ren, like that helmet reminded me of a lot of that stuff. The way they made that helmet for his. Again, the way they did the storyline, it just seems different. And I feel that the Sith was actually an apprentice of a Jedi that we're going to see. And hopefully the last episode, and she has to face him because I want to see it. But we'll see. Now, to go on where we were talking about the books earlier, how would you like it if someone gave you the answers to the test? And you had the answers to the test, and you sat there and go, nah, F that. I don't want them. You threw them in the trash. Knowing that you're going to fail every test going forward. That's what Kathleen Kennedy did. Look, I get it. You want to change up some stuff that Lucas did. Hello, Peanut.
Hi, Jordy.
Hi, Jordy.
You know Star Wars?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Jordy break. Jordy break is over.
Jordy break's over.
Jordy break has ended.
I think that they changed some stuff because they wanted to fix some stuff. I get it. If you wanted to fix some stuff that was from the books and stuff that was screwed up a little bit, I get it. Fix it. Don't make it worse. And you retconned so much stuff from the books that is just garbage. You could have done such a better job with it, and you just didn't at all. And they're not going to fix it because Kathleen Kennedy wanted to put her own twist on it. I don't care about, and now people are like, oh, it made it woke, this and that, and everything. I don't give a crap about that. Just give me a hell of a storyline. We're talking about outer spaces, different species, is everything out there. I don't care about that. Just give me a hell of a storyline. And everyone's like, oh, we're sick and tired of Skywalker. There's more people in space than Skywalker. Okay, cool. Here's more people. Oh, we hate it all. Give us back to Skywalker.
That is one thing I do hate about the Star Wars community.
It is. And I agree. Everyone knows that Star Wars community is the most toxic community on the planet. There's no doubt about it.
I think rivals that.
I think
Star Trek.
Star Trek. Yeah.
No, I think Star Wars is worse. I think Star Wars is worse. In the last 10 years, Star Wars is worse.
I think they need to have a press conference about that and actually say, like, give us a chance, relax, etc., etc.
They're not going to
Virgie,
do that.
are you finished?
That is. I'm off my box. That is it. That's all I have. I hope the last episode ties everything in nicely and makes it good, because then we have Skeleton Crew coming out later this year with oh my god, I can't think of his name for the life of me. I'm looking forward to that one, but we'll see.
I think I was gonna say this, and then we had to start wrapping this up. I think at this point they need to build the universe past, present, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Don't worry. Future, if you get really good, but past, but more focused on the present. If the present is there's no more Skywalkers, Rey and everybody, all right, cool. Let's go from there on. You know what I'm saying? And once again, there's other people in the universe that we can focus on. We don't have
a big ass universe.
Just saying. So, anywho, let's go around. Tell me the one good thing about your week, and let's get this show on the road. Reggie, you're not first. Sorry, Kat.
Okay. I had a really great 4-day weekend, and got to spend forth with some of my favorite people in the world who I'm going to be spending more time with this weekend, and then the weekend after that, and then the weekend after that, and then like 3 weekends in August. I can't get rid of y'all.
You were volunteered.
I'm a staffateer. Staffateer. Staffateer.
Oh, you get staffateer, but I get voluntold.
You got voluntold.
Sure enough, you.
Look, traitor.
And you like?
Look, I wasn't at that. I wasn't working for them. I was there for someone else.
Wow, that's crazy. Water.
Mm-hmm. That's not what my spies told me.
That was good.
I talked to your spies. I said hi to all.
Anyway, he's getting too black man start yelling. You need to stop him. Anyway, Virgie, what's the one good thing that happened to you?
Again, like Kat said, like I've had a few days off from work and stuff like that. Healing from the shoulder injury and stuff like that. Yeah. Got a chance to spend some time with some great friends and some great laughs. And I know I always say this, but spending time with my friends and stuff like that from the Comic-Con and everything like that, outside of a Comic-Con where we're all stressed and we want to strangle each other for like 20 minutes. It makes it so much worth it, and I had a blast. Like that to me was fun. I know this weekend will be a little stressed, but also will be a blast, and I'm looking forward to it. But that to me was my fun. That's why I liked.
Fair enough. I'm gonna go because Reggie's last.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes.
Listen, I can't wait to hear about your dorm room story. So that's funny.
I'm live streaming that video. Like, what the hell is this?
I got a new schedule at work. It's a lot more favorable. As you know, my daughter is here, so we chilling for the day. The one great thing that happened to me this week is my daughter trolled me in the most awesome way. I'm not gonna say it on here because I like to keep my dignity, but
Jordy owned his ass.
Too late.
She's 3, right? And I know parents say, okay.
You better not talk. I got you, old man.
You know what
she came around like Debo just now.
Welcome to parenthood.
Listen, every parent says their child is special. Every parent says their child is smart. I have had the blessing of having a beautiful daughter who is both smart and special in every way. I don't take it for granted. I'm really thankful for everybody who's in our life. But when I tell you this kid is smarter than me and trolling me at a young age, send help. Send help. And she's robbing me of my food, but I'm not allowed to say that. Anyway, Reggie, go ahead.
You think we can help you? She's beating you down like we're dead.
Right? So anyway, my thing for the week is
Rachel.
Like the people from Altered Reality Entertainment are complaining, I did volunteer for a group over at Denver Fan Expo. I did not volunteer for Fan Expo itself, but I did volunteer for a group.
How many pickles are we throwing at him in Colorado?
Yeah.
Whoa!
A jar of Jerkins is coming your way.
Whoa!
That's how he's going to start every day from Thursday on.
I'll bring the camera.
Anyway, I volunteered for a group that I enjoy helping out that we just joined up with. It's 3C Cosplay.
Yep.
Anyway, getting to go there and being able to see behind the scenes of that, which it would have driven Bergie mad with the logistics of what they did. As soon as I walked in, I'm like, how would Bergie handle this? Nah, he'd lose his shit over this. Nah, that ain't working. That ain't working. And
it's so funny.
The fact that I got to go and see behind the scenes of another convention, I did enjoy that. I enjoyed helping out and doing my cosplay for 3C. And it was a fun time. Dude, I got to meet, Mayhem already saw this, but I got to meet the voice behind my favorite character in Apex Legends. I got the signature on the picture. I got the pictures with the man, and it was awesome. I enjoyed it. It was the highlight of my July.
Nothing wrong with that. It's all good. But you do when you see behind the curtain, like in Wizard of Oz. Doesn't it mess with you a little bit, and you see things, you're like, oh Jesus,
dude. I walked in, I'm like, Bergie says no. Bergie says no. I was like, there's a situation that happened, and the email said one thing, and the guys at the door said another, and I'm like, Bergie would have had somebody's ass for this.
You know what's funny is like I don't show up at I don't go to every convention, but I do have a lot of vendor friends and stuff like that, and they go to conventions. And when they come to do our shows, like the ARE shows.
So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Full Letter Nerd, a Hierarchy Geeks Unlimited production. I'm your new host, Mayhem Mike. Big shout out to Bergie who just flashed me the finger.
Cut the host out.
Who just flashed me the finger. Big shout out to Reginald who's out here talking. And obviously the Glue Cat, thank you. I see what you said. I see what you said. I see what it said. I seen it. Join us next week as we try to do better. Until next time, love you all. Love these guys.
There is no bad.
Boo!